This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast. It's Friday, February the 10th, ahead of the Super Bowl on Sunday. Today on the podcast, getting ready for Sunday, and I just realized that I left my props pick sheet on my desk. It's a little behind the scenes, everybody.
Okay.
But if I get up and leave this booth one more time before doing the podcast, no podcast today.
If you want to go get it, go ahead.
No, I'm good. I think I know all the answers. I know all the answers because it's intuitive. It's intuitive.
We'll have to compare on Monday.
I know exactly. We'll go back to the podcast exactly what it is that I want for the game on Sunday. And top snacks, foods for Super Bowl ranked by power ranking.
Because it's not just about the game anymore.
It isn't.
It's about the entertainment and the food.
I used to be really kind of put out by the fact that pop culture took over the Super Bowl to say, well, it's not even about the game anymore. Oh, man, that used to.
It's still about the game.
Yeah, now I understand it. But at the time when I was like so focused on a sports fan, like, meh. You know.
Is that not still the case?
No, I feel better about it.
Still not focused on it for the sport?
No, because I've come to enjoy everything else about it. I fought it for a long time.
And it just enhances it, I would think. It doesn't take away from it. It just becomes better.
Well, I don't like when people who don't like football or pay attention say, oh, well, it's all about the halftime show. Now I'm bothered.
Well, I might have been one of those people at one time.
Yeah.
Now I actually do enjoy the game, too.
Yeah, because you're not like that.
I won't sit and watch the whole... I won't sit on the couch for the entire game.
Okay, well, what will you do? Will you watch the beginning?
We'll watch the beginning, and then the game will start.
Coin toss, kickoff.
And my husband will watch the entire game.
Right.
But the kids and I will be in and out.
All right, okay.
We'll be getting food. I'll be folding laundry. We'll just putter until the last quarter.
Right, but so you'll stay up for the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because it goes till like 11 o'clock.
I have learned over the years what can happen in that last quarter.
Oh, yeah.
So if it's a runaway, I might go to bed. Like if one or the other is clearly...
Like say Atlanta was up 28-3 on New England late in the third quarter.
I probably would go to bed. But
miss the greatest comeback in the history of the Super Bowl.
I'll be laying in bed listening to hear if there's any excitement. But yeah, no, I'll probably stay up for the whole thing.
I'll text you.
Okay, you'll be up for the whole thing.
Better be awake.
You'll be up for the whole thing.
I probably will. Yeah. In fact, I know I will. So there'll be napsies or something.
Well, let's be honest. With the crap we're going to eat on Sunday, I'll probably be up most of the night.
Yeah. Which way do you want to handle first? Let's talk about the snacks first because you've got to start working on that. What time do you start eating?
What do we have on Sunday? We don't really have anything on. Probably when the game starts. I'll aim to have the food ready when the game starts.
Game doesn't start till 6:30.
Yep. So maybe 6.
Really? Because I got a feeling that about 4 o'clock I'm going to start heating stuff up.
Really?
And
but the game doesn't start until 6:30.
Yeah. But you got a tailgate. I'm a tailgater.
It's just us, though. So
yeah,
I don't.
I know. It's just Kath and I, but let's tailgate.
I could see doing that at a party. Like if you were with a group at a party.
That happens.
Had other people. Of course, you've got food all day.
Yeah.
Going. So you're just in a coma by the time the game starts.
I don't want any more.
But yeah, probably 6:30 when it starts.
Okay.
We'll get it out. Because part of it too, and the kids are pretty excited about this, I think this is what they remember most over the last few years, is the fact that they get to eat on the couch.
Yeah.
It's a big thing.
It is, because it never happens.
Exactly. Mom's pretty serious about, now, the way it's set up, it doesn't really need to be because we have an open concept kitchen living room. So there are 2 rooms, but really just one big room too.
Sure.
But to sit on the couch and eat, that's kind of a big
Because dinner time is at the table with the TV off.
Sometimes we have it on. But we can sit at the dinner, we can still sit at the dinner table and watch. Mm-hmm. But no Sunday, it will be on the couch.
On the couch. This is like Christmas morning. This is crazy.
Like we are in.
Loving it. Loving it.
So lazy Sunday night.
Okay, so that's gonna. So
food.
Yeah, so top foods going in at number 10, quesadilla. Why?
Why quesadillas? I think because it's still one of those easy things to do and you can eat it with your fingers.
Easy to make, easy to eat?
Yep.
widely liked? What is in a quesadilla? I don't even know
Depends
what
on
that's
what you
in.
like.
Okay.
I like it with cheese and chicken.
Is
I'll
it like
throw
a
some onion,
roll-up wrap?
tomatoes. No, it's flat.
Okay.
So you bake them flat, like it's pita bread.
Okay.
Flat bread.
Yep.
And you put your toppings in, lots of cheese to hold it together, and then you cut it like a pizza.
Oh, all right.
You've never had a quesadilla?
Never had a quesadilla. I've had a case of beer,
They're
but I've
delicious.
never had a quesadilla.
And then you have salsa and cream cheese to dip it in if you want.
And no. So now I know why
So
I've never
good.
had one. Not.
So good.
I'll have to believe you on that.
I might have to make them. Popcorn in at number 9.
And at number 9, yep.
Okay.
Easy to have.
I never really thought
Okay.
about it, but yeah, that's something you could throw in maybe as a garnish.
Yeah.
Not as the
would
nitty-gritty,
take-
but-
my wife would take pretzels over popcorn. She loves
There you go.
popcorn too, but if we like bring pretzels in, it's like, oh, must be a special occasion. We've ramped it up to pretzels.
Fair enough. Fair
And
enough.
not the round ones.
No.
Sticks.
Oh, wow.
Wow, pretzel sticks.
That's impressive.
Somebody got a speeding ticket and is looking to get back into the.
Okay, so popcorn pretzels.
Yeah.
At number 9.
Good.
7-layer dip. I would also say just a salsa dip at this level.
Okay.
At 8. I do like a 7-layer dip.
Mm-hmm.
I have a salsa dip I like to make though too.
I don't understand the 7-layer dip.
So good.
And
you get
do you-
so many. You put some guacamole in there, cream
Oh.
cheese, salsa, cheese.
What's that kind of bread?
Maybe some
Panna bread or
onions.
something that you dip it with?
Or corn chips. Corn chips are good
Really?
too.
All right.
Get the scoops out. Veggies and dip just to even things out at 7.
Sure.
Balance
Yep,
it
so
all
have some
out.
color on the table. Okay.
Might not hurt you to have a celery stick or a carrot at some point
You
during
know what
the game.
you need to do? Text me when I should have a vegetable.
Okay, now is the time you should
Get a
have a carrot.
vegetable.
Get
Okay.
a piece of celery. Mozzarella sticks at number 6.
6, mozzarella
So we're
sticks.
getting into the fried.
Got it.
Pizza at number 5.
Winner. We're going to have that.
I would say any sort of pizza product because I've been looking too. You can do little pizza bites.
Yep.
And pizza sticks and
Yeah.
the whole shebang.
Again, great finger food,
Yeah.
universally loved.
Exactly. Chili at number 4. That
Gotta
is a
have it.
football food. I would say.
That's one of the great parts about enjoying the Super Bowl in the northern climate. I don't think they get into that in Alabama,
Where it's
Arkansas,
warmer.
and Texas. No. But the chili, yeah. So good.
and it smells like it makes
Yep.
it just gives you that nice
Yep.
cozy.
Sticks to your ribs
Yep.
in there, sits on top of that quesadilla and that 7-layer dip.
And your
Crap.
veggies.
Yeah, my
So we're into
celery.
the top 3. So as Canadians, in at number 3, nachos.
Nachos.
Chips
Yep.
and dip, number
Chips
2.
and dips, number 2.
You got to have your chips and dip.
Yeah.
So number 1,
Yeah.
we talked about it earlier this week.
chicken wings.
Chicken wing,
All part of chicken.
Love the chicken
So
wings.
good. So, and the messier, the better.
Oh,
I'll take it with some heat. Special occasion.
not too much.
Not too much
you can-
because I wanna eat
You
a
want to
lot.
enjoy them, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not into punishing myself just because it's the Super Bowl.
No.
And for me, I consider Sunday night a school night because I have to get up and go to work the next
Yes,
day.
yep.
And I don't want to have to come in here and be all like this because I normally boo anyway because my whips are on fire
Still.
and everything hurts. And you can hear the skin on the top of my mouth dragging on
Oh
my
my
tongue.
God, that's nice.
Because it's just
Mark.
fallen. And it just looks like a crime scene in my mouth from the
Yeah,
hot
I
ones.
never understood eating like buffalo.
The glory of it. Yeah.
I don't understand it. Why do that? Because I love chicken wings.
Yeah.
And yes, with a bit of heat. I don't need my
Yep.
mouth on fire because
Yeah.
I want to enjoy more.
Yeah.
And I want to eat them because they're so
I'm
good.
weeks away from my 60th. I have nothing to prove.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is the way it is.
Just eat them and
Just
enjoy.
want to eat them because I like them.
And we won't be the only ones because not only are they the number one thing we as Canadians enjoy, there's about 76 million that will be consumed just during
Wow.
Super Bowl Sunday alone across Canada.
How many boxes you got?
Two? I think I got two boxes
boxes
at
of chicken
home,
wings?
which is fine because the kids, it'll
Take
be
it-
more.
take or leave?
Yeah, so Wayne and I get a box.
So you're going to have, yeah. So you
We'll
get chicken
check
wings.
those.
Oh, right on. Pizza?
Some
Nachos.
form of pizza.
Okay.
We will have, yes, we will have pizza. Not nachos, but as I said, I'll make my salsa dip.
Salsa
and I
dip?
will have veggies and dip out,
Veggies and dip
and we'll have our chips.
and chips.
And, Ben did ask for hot dogs. So we'll have hot
Oh,
dogs.
see,
too.
that wasn't on there.
No.
Hot dogs.
We're not pigs in a blanket type of people.
Neither am I.
They want the full on.
That's what I want.
Hot dogs. So I will
Don't-
make hot dogs. I had a platter of them last year, and that went over. So I just made a bunch and put them out, and
That's
everybody ate them.
great.
So there you go.
Because I got the pepperettes, the meat
Oh,
sticks
yes,
there
the
that
meat
I bought to
sticks.
keep Ben off the streets. Minor
in a
hockey.
rink. Yeah.
Yep. Those are just so good. So that's great. All right, so kickoff's going to be at 6:30. Prior to the game, the first prop availability is how long is the national anthem going to be?
This is always a big discussion.
That's the first one, yeah.
And this year, it's Chris Stapleton, who is a country singer.
Yep.
Love Chris Stapleton, but he is a bit of a, I don't want to say a twanger. He does have a very slow
Sure.
presence to him.
I love how we
So-
overthink that people say, well, therefore it's going to be longer.
That's what Jimmy Hollywood said. I
Yeah.
think it will be under the 2 minutes and 5 seconds that they've
Yeah.
put as the mark.
I saw another one this morning that was 2 minutes and 7 seconds.
Yeah.
So
They think it's going to be, but most people think it's going to be over
Yeah.
because he's a and I love that you said because he's a country singer. We're overthinking it. I think
Yeah.
when I sat and thought about it, I'm like, that's a long time to be singing.
Because-
he's not going to stretch it out.
I mean, if he opens up with a 40-second interlude on the guitar,
Yeah, that's different.
not going to happen. He's going to strum and then
Yes.
go, oh, who's it? And there we go.
If people
It
have,
begins.
and I know they haven't, but I say if you haven't learned anything over the last couple of years, sing it and be done.
Yeah.
Get
yeah.
up, do it, be done. Because it's when you try
I know.
to
When
make
you-
a show out of
and you're
it, is
so-
when you
yeah.
screw up
Yeah.
and it becomes a meme, and that's what everybody's talking
That's
about on
done.
Monday.
We've talked about that here in the radio station about other performers that have done it or been asked to do it.
Yeah.
And there's absolutely no reason to. There's no glory for doing it right. There's only shame if you do it wrong.
Exactly.
Why would you want to do it? It's like, oh, I'd want to do it for the profile. Nobody remembers when you do it well. Hope Chris Stapleton does a great job.
I hope he does too.
Hope
Because
he
I do
does.
really like him.
But if you pooch it, or
Everybody's going to notice.
or do a horrible job because you forget that the melody was already created. You don't have to make
Yeah.
your own melody. You're not
I'm gonna
auditioning for
do
something.
this and spice it up.
Hit all these high notes and
Mariah Carey it.
Yeah, exactly. That makes me crazy.
Don't.
I can't do
Just
it.
sing the song and be done.
Yep, and do a great, respectful job.
Exactly.
You have my respect forever. What
Yep.
a fabulous
Everybody's
job.
happy. Let's move on.
Let's move on because
To
I
the
want to
next
sing
prop.
along, especially over Canada. I want to
Yeah.
sing along. You start la 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 in the middle, and now I'm
People
annoyed.
get angry.
I actually get annoyed.
Yeah.
I am. Can't you just do the? I'm impressed you have vocal range. Just sing it.
Yep.
That's all I want because I want to sing along.
You were asked because you're a good singer.
Right, exactly.
So sing it and be
Not
done.
because we want you to make the song better.
Exactly. You
Your
don't
interpretation.
have to.
2:05.
So I'm gonna take
Shorter.
under.
Yeah, under 2 minutes. I think
Yeah,
it'll be
under 2 minutes.
under 2 minutes.
And then the
Because
coin
it's not going
toss.
to drag out the last note. like that's the other thing. When you get somebody
Some
like
people
Pink,
do.
Yeah, the ones
Whitney
he
Houston,
can't.
yeah.
She wants to hang on to it for 20 seconds, knock yourself out. Chris Stapleton won't.
No.
So it'll be in, out, and moving on. Great.
So the coin toss.
Yep. Tails.
Heads.
Tails with
Who's
a
gonna win
lock. Eagles are going to win it.
I said Eagles will win it too with heads.
Yep, and I think they will defer, which is not part of it.
I had to ask
so
you
they'll
about
give
that.
the ball first to Kansas City. When you defer, bless you.
Thank
When
you.
you defer, you say we will put our defense on the field
Yes.
first, and then our offense will start the second half because everybody's kind of nervous. So, do you really want to have the ball right away? I'd rather have the ball after half a game has gone by, everybody's settled in, and I want my defense out there chomping at the bit to get at Patrick Mahomes
That's why I think the Eagles will win the coin toss and the Chiefs will be the first one to score.
because they'll have the ball first.
Yes.
Okay, and I think the Eagles will stop them, and then Kansas City will have to punt, and then the Eagles will
You've
go
got
down
it all
and score.
played out like
Yeah.
you've played the game.
And the first score in my head is a field goal. We didn't have that, and apparently that's plus money. Most people think it'll be a touchdown. It's a bit of a long shot to say that the first score of the game will be a field goal. And I
Yeah,
think
we
that's
didn't
what it'll
have
be.
that.
That's
But-
okay. We can't have all
But you're
of them.
going with the Eagles. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Yeah,
As
that's
to
what I
who
think
will
is
be
gonna
the
happen.
first to score,
Yeah,
regardless
correct.
as to how. Okay.
Correcto.
Total points for the game.
Over 49.5, which is the
I said that
over-under.
too. Yeah.
I think I'm going with 67 points. I wrote that down on the sheet for your
Did you?
husband.
Okay.
Yeah, 35-32 Eagles.
I do. When we were talking about this morning, that's kind of why I thought it'd be over. Because in my head, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking this is going to be a high-scoring game.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel that way a lot of the time, though, and then it turns out to be like 5-18. Like it's ridiculous. Like
3-0 at the end of the first
exactly.
quarter.
It's like
Good
what the
luck.
heck's happening? But
Yeah.
again, as you said, when you get what's considered the two best teams in the league,
Yeah.
you're not I guess not scoring kind of makes sense too because they're so good.
The defenses are so good.
Yes, offensively, but also defensively. Like they can hold them back and avoid that. So it'll be interesting to see. But I do think it'll be over.
I think it'll be a really, really good game. I think it'll be over as well.
Who do you think will pass the most?
Patrick Mahomes, but it'll have to because Kansas City will trail most of the game. So he's got to put the ball up.
I should be recording this and just playing it during the game.
I'm not the only one that thinks that.
Will both QBs throw an interception?
I created that one. Yes, they will. And I'm going to take that because the defenses are so strong. They're both going to put the ball up a lot. You get tipped passes. They're each going to. You get nerves.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if Patrick Mahomes threw an interception in the first quarter. Trying to force it in, trying to be the MVP. Just became league MVP. Philadelphia's defense is tough. Wouldn't be surprised if he. So if he does in the first quarter, I'm sitting back with food on my shirt, happy. Called it.
So who's going to win the game?
Philadelphia, 35-32.
35. I'm going to put that in brackets.
35-32. And I know it sounds like, wait a minute, that's 5 touchdowns. You said all kinds of stuff about field goals. The 2-pointer is going to play into it. I think they're going to score 3 touchdowns, 2 field goals to get you to what? What's that, 27? Then they're going to do an 8-point play late to get to 35.
I had the Madden numbers, how many times they'd run it, and how many times
Philadelphia won the game?
With Philadelphia.
They simulated the game 10,000 times.
23. NFL 20. Madden NFL 23 predicts the winner of Sunday's Super Bowl. Okay,
right.
So, yeah, they are calling Philadelphia.
31-17, wasn't that it?
31-17,
yeah. Not even close, apparently, 14 points. Philadelphia and Vegas is up, I think, favored by a game and a half.
But you had some statistic about that they've called it how many times? Madden?
Yeah, they've been right, I think, 8 of the last 13, which you'd think that's not great. Because I think I've gotten it right 8 of the last 13. But there's that one guy on Reddit who's 0 for 15. He's been wrong 15 years in a row, and he's got Philadelphia. So what are we talking about?
I know, exactly. I remember that earlier this week, and I was like, oh, but that guy predicted I don't want to go with. But I do think they're gonna win it, Philadelphia.
And then the problem with having the Super Bowl this late in the year, guys, is that it's going to be over, and you're going to go to bed, and football season's over, and that's kind of sad. Then you're going to wake up Monday morning and realize the next day is Valentine's Day. Okay,
keep that in mind.
On Monday, we're going to hand out a $1,000 shopping spree to Steve Marshman Fine Jewelry and Custom Design.
Sure we are.
Sing for Bling.
And we had a recap this week of all of our singers, or this morning we played the recap. I realized that we sang just as much.
Yeah, we do.
As
you
our
don't sing enough. You do not sing enough.
I don't. In
Even
my head, I do.
The listener called you out on it. They expected
because you told her I was going to sing with her.
That might have been true. I might have said that.
You did say that. There's no might about it. You did say that. I don't like singing in front of an audience.
Okay, never stopped me. But then
I know it doesn't stop you. It stops me.
I'm also on the radio, so I just imagine nobody's listening.
Especially with Aerosmith, I think we did more of the singing than she did.
Yeah, because that's hard to really hit
Sherry,
that one.
Yeah.
But that was good,
But she still got in.
$1,000 shopping sprees coming up on Monday. We'll have your Monday morning mashup, and of course, we will recap the game that was and go over our prop sheet. Have we got it up on socials if somebody wants to play along?
Not the prop sheet,
okay. No. Send them in on socials or text us, 613-962-0955, and we'll be able to tell by the timestamp whether you got it in before the game. If you have any bizarre predictions, like crazy predictions, like there will be 3 safeties. Like, oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. Never. And if it happens, like, wow, what an incredible prediction that somebody could make. Tom Brady will show up and suit up for Kansas City. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Never saw that coming.
Because I did ask you afterwards. I never thought of this until then, because everybody has a special guest or a surprise guest at some point with the halftime show.
Yeah.
And it dawned on me, because Rihanna's doing it, if Jay-Z or someone wouldn't come out and join her.
You asked that.
Drake even, someone.
Right.
So I don't know.
Drake would be interesting. I don't know about Jay-Z.
Because they did a song together, her and Drake. I don't know that. Her and Jay-Z did one too.
Yeah.
Years ago. But it would be interesting to see if it's just her.
I have it in my head as just her, but
So did I.
I don't
until
know that.
today.
And when I think about Lady Gaga, the big build up and so much last year with the tribute to Compton,
That was amazing.
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 With that is that there's not really a lot of talk about Rihanna's show.
There hasn't been.
Like
there hasn't been the hype and the.
But there also hasn't been, which I'm very glad for, any kind of negativity,
Controversy?
backlash. Yeah. That she said she wants this, and the NFL says no, you can't do that. No,
There hasn't been anything.
No, there's been no talk about. She's going to come out and just do a great show, and we're all going to be like, wow, how
because
good was that?
Because honestly, someone did ask me the other day who was even doing the halftime show.
Yeah,
because there hasn't been promo on TV. I haven't seen anything on TV.
Yeah, not a big deal. I've seen
online,
a little bit of
social. There hasn't been a lot of catch Rihanna. Not like last year where you had Dre.
Yeah.
Constantly commercials everywhere, and who was good, like Eminem, and who was going to start would be Snoop or Eminem. All the excitement and hype around it.
Kendrick Lamar was on. It was enormous last year. But I don't know, maybe
Mary J.
Maybe Fox just guesses they don't have to worry about it, that she's going to sell it out. So it'll be good.
They have sold out in their commercials. So someone's making money.
That's all they need.
Yep.
That's all they need for sure. Have a great weekend. I know
You too.
you're going to be busy with some stuff with minor hockey, I know. This weekend.
Yes, we do. Not just on the ice.
That's
no,
what I mean.
they're having a Valentine's Day dance tomorrow, so that will be interesting.
4 to 8. All
4
of the days.
preteen Valentine's dance.
Oh,
Everybody take a moment.
Yeah, right?
And remember. Yes, I am working the canteen, and my husband's a chaperone. So our kids are loving us right now.
What would this be called on the Hallmark Channel? The preteen dance at the arena for minor hockey, to raise money for the Minor Hockey Association.
Yes.
And Charity Brown's running the canteen.
I'm volunteering to be in the canteen.
Well,
yes.
whatever.
But yes.
Whatever. You don't just show up and you take over.
I am volunteering my time, as are quite a few parents. And to be honest, I would say, it's so much. It's funny because I'd say a lot of us are as excited, if not more, than the kids.
Yeah.
It took some coaxing. I don't know if it's because of COVID or what, but a lot of these kids, this will be their first time, quote unquote, going to a dance.
I know.
So our excitement's kind of bled over. At the beginning, kids were very hesitant. They're like, wait, why? What do you do? What do you? And now you want to talk about a lot of hype around this.
Yeah.
There seems to be a buzz.
Good.
So we'll see what the turnout's like tomorrow night.
I can't wait to hear about it on Monday. It's going to be great. It's going to be so good. Can't wait to hear what your boys think about it.
I won't be able to use names.
No. Rhyming
I'll
names.
keep everything anonymous.
Rhyming names is good. Have a great weekend. It's Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast. Wherever you're listening around the world. It's out of Belleville, Ontario, Canada. Thanks for spending some time with us. Back at it again on Monday morning with Mark and Charity Mornings on 95.5 Hits FM.